I get a feeling it's going to be a riot.
I don't read the newspapers because they all have ugly print.
At the starting of the week, at Sunday talks, you'll hear them speak. It's only Monday. Negotiations breaking down. See the leaders at the front. It's only Monday.
We are back with another edition of your favorite morning show, The Daily Dose on the Gorilla Radio Network.
You'll be sitting, taking lunch. The news will hit you like a punch. It's only Tuesday.
What's happening?
Ask your doctor if The Daily Dose is right for you. Common side effects include sarcasm, informed opinions, and wondering how the hell these people got elected. The Daily Dose starts now.
What's happening?
Top of the morning to you. How you doing today out there in the internet world? I'm back. I'm back again. I took yesterday off because I had to work. Unfortunately, that stupid job that gets in the way that pays all of my bills, I had to go and perform there yesterday early in the morning, and I did not get to partake in this wonderful show that I do on a daily basis that doesn't pay me jack shit. So here we are. We're back. We are back. You are watching your Daily Dose. It's the Thursday, August 20th edition of your Daily Dose. The time is 8:25 in the morning, and we are about to get things rolling. Now, as we always do, we like to start the show with our local weather report broadcasting out of Palm Harbor, Florida. So I always like to give the brief disclaimer before the weather report. If this weather report does not apply to your certain demographic, if you live in another part of the country, aside from the Tampa Bay area, then fuck yourselves and don't pay any attention.
Watching Paul yesterday evening, and there was absolutely nothing on Sky Tower Vector. It was quiet, and you're thinking, wow, where's all the rain? Well, look what happened at 1 o'clock this morning. We had a big complex of thunderstorm develop, and it was around Citrus and Hernando County, and then it just moved south, almost due south. And this is the rainfall. These are the rainfall totals we've had in the past 6 hours. Most of this came down in an hour, hour and a half, but there's nothing left to this storm. It's completely gone. But all these roads, especially Highway 19, Pinellas, Pasco northward, very wet this morning. Probably some ponding on the roadways because of all the rain that we've had. What's left of this complex? Nothing. I got a sprinkle in northeast Manatee County. That's it. So everybody right along the coast from Pinellas northward did get a little bit of rain overnight, and it helped to cool us off a little bit. So we were sitting in the 80s. Just about everybody was in the 80s yesterday. Not so much this morning. Look at all the 70s that we have. Feels nicer. Brandon at 74. Same for Newport Richie. Same for the St. Petersburg area at about 79 degrees. So now that we just got rain in the Tampa area, I think the rain holds off until early this afternoon because the atmosphere is kind of stabilized right now. This is a map showing the moisture in the mid-levels of the atmosphere. And if you look real close, just look at the word Tampa. Do you see how this is big, broad, kind of a spin here? So it's a mid to upper level spin. What this will act to do is help to trigger and bubble up showers and storms this afternoon. A little extra oomph, right, in the atmosphere, a little extra moisture. So kind of what happened early this morning, we're going to get some of those storms around for later today. But I don't think it'll be in the morning. I think it's going to take a while to destabilize things after that rain. So about 1 or 2 o'clock, showers and storms up and down I-75, and then because of the fact that we have light winds today, everything just kind of shoves inland from there. So Polk County, Highlands County, Hardee County, 4 to 6 o'clock, your range for showers and storms. And it quiets down tonight, and then a few more for tomorrow as well.
There you have it, everybody. That is your local weather report for the Tampa Bay area by the great Dave Osterberg at the Fox 13 Weather Center. Dave sounded like he had a little frog in his throat. He was kind of struggling there a little bit, coughing and kind of squeaking with his voice a little bit. But he still managed to pull it off. So good job, Dave. You got our support here at the Gorilla Radio Network. You do an amazing job as always. Now, I've got some good stuff in the news for everyone today. I've got some horrible stuff in the news for you today, like I usually do, and I've got some goofy stuff. And then, of course, we can't go one single day without Donnie T news as well. So, without any delay, let's get into this and let's talk about our first piece of shit of the day. This mom, oh boy, she's a real piece of work. This mom, she's got troubles, and they're about to get way worse because she just did something horrific to her two daughters, and now she's about to pay the ultimate price for it because she is the biggest piece of shit that I can imagine on the face of the planet. When you put your two daughters through this for whatever reason, you have zero room to breathe the same oxygen that we as upstanding citizens of the United States breathe. You should be dealt with swiftly and quickly, like I always say on this show. Just get it over with. Kill this bitch.
Well, we are learning more about a Berkeley County mother arrested, accused of allowing men to sexually assault her daughters for drugs and money. The two daughters allegedly told law enforcement they were assaulted multiple times by unknown men. Newly obtained affidavits show one of them told officers at one point their mom, Helena Hoyle, was sitting on the floor scrolling on TikTok while her sister was sexually assaulted. Hoyle is charged with 2 counts of unlawfully placing a child at risk and 2 counts of trafficking.
What a complete and total scumbag. As a mother, why would you ever do anything like that? And I understand addiction is a problem. And I understand addiction is something that people deal with on a daily basis and struggle. But to put your 2 young daughters through that type of abuse so that you can feed your addiction instead of getting help or getting how about this, getting a fucking job so you can pay for your drugs. Yeah, let's start with that. You put your daughters through that so that way you can get your hands on your dope and go about your day. It's amazing to me. We come across these stories all the time, and it's unfortunate that we see them as much as we do because that's the world that we live in today. But they never cease to amaze me, and I'm always dumbfounded, even though there's stories like this in the news on a daily basis. It's absolutely, it's horrifying. There's no reason why we should have to hear about stuff like this and these scumbags be able to go on living another day. And of course, our justice system will absolutely give her fair trial by jury, and we the people will pay for that. Just fucking put a bullet in the back of her head and call it a day. You know what I mean? I always say that. Just get it over with, But that's probably why I'm not a judge or some sort of a lawmaker, because I have these outlandish ideas that I would try to implement, and people would probably be strongly opposed to my views, in my opinion. So I like to hold them for this radio show. I don't. That's why I don't run for office. That's the only reason why I haven't run for office, is because people would probably get mad at me for the decisions that I make on a daily basis, such as that one. Here's something for your viewing pleasure. That's it. I just wanted to show you that quick image of Donnie T and my good buddy Kim Jong-un. He's something. I got nothing to say about them. I just wanted to show you that picture. Let's get on with our show. Now, this is crazy. I was watching the news this morning, and I wanted to cover this. These U.S. Marshals were serving a warrant, apparently, and there's a ton of them. They're up on this ledge, and they're knocking on the door, and then all of a sudden, the ledge that they're standing on just falls out from underneath them, and they all go crashing down. No one died, but some of them got severely injured. It's pretty wild. Watch this clip.
These U.S. Marshals Task Force members recently serving an arrest warrant in Missouri. Never imagined the hidden threat beneath them. A second-story deck at an apartment complex collapses, sending 9 deputies plummeting to the ground. The marshals say injured task force members suffered broken bones, torn muscles, and head injuries, but luckily all will return to work soon. The U.S. Marshals Service is the oldest federal law enforcement agency.
That's something else. I mean, these guys, and imagine being the guy inside of the house. He's like, I live to see another day. I'm not getting that warrant served today. I'll tell you that much. He's sitting there behind the window watching, just waiting for them to go and break his door down. And then the floor just falls out from underneath him. He's just he's as happy as can be because he's got his feet up on the ottoman, and he's smoking his crack pipe probably, and he is just living the good life as it just unfolds in real time right before his eyes. What a lucky son of a bitch. And now nobody can serve the warrant because there's no stairs leading up to his front door. So he's safe, and they have to deliver it in a helicopter, or maybe Amazon can deliver it by a drone. Let's take a quick commercial break and hear a word from our sponsor, Dub. W Energy, clean, no jitters, no crash, just focus and all natural energy. Enter the promo code Gorilla Radio at checkout for 10% off your entire order and exclusive member discounts. W Energy, lock in, stay sharp, and dominate your day. That's it, everybody. W Energy, you heard it here on the Gorilla Radio Network. Stay sharp, stay focused. If you're a gym rat, you like going to the gym. If you're a gamer and you like sitting in front of your TV for 18 hours at a time, playing video games instead of being productive and earning a living, go out and get yourself some W Energy. Clean, no jitters. Doesn't make you feel like shit when you're coming down like the other stuff. I take pre-workout before I go to the gym, and every time I come down off the gym high, I start feeling jittery and anxious. Not with dubbing. Use the promo code Gorilla Radio at checkout, and I personally will give you 10% off your entire order at Dubby. www.dubby.gg. Use the promo code Gorilla Radio at checkout. All right, let's keep this show rolling. We got a few more things to talk about today. I'm going to keep it a little bit short today. I'm not going to go quite as long as I normally do. I'm probably going to keep the show right around the 20-minute mark, so that way we can get on with our day and get to work or get in front of that TV screen and start playing Call of Duty. You know what I mean? Take your dubby, play Call of Duty, and just have a good old time while you're doing it. You know what I mean? The day is early. It's early in the day, and you could probably game for another 17 or 18 hours at the end of the show if you need to. But if you want to, you have to get dubbing because that will give you the energy to get through. Moving on, this guy. Interesting story with this one. And so he was driving his boat, and he had couple too many beers is what I'm hearing. All right. Then he went and killed his grandkids while he was on the boat driving it in the water. I was actually looking for another story this morning and I couldn't find it. And I stumbled across this one and it intrigued me. And I said, you know what? The people that watch this show, my loyal followers of the Daily Dose on the Gorilla Radio Network, would love to hear about this piece of shit in the news as well. So let's go ahead and get this rolling, and you can draw your own conclusions after you see this clip.
We have learned new information about a tragic boating accident that killed 2 young children in New Jersey last month. New court papers say the grandfather of those kids, Steven Schneider, admitted to police that he drank several beers before getting on the boat with the children. The boat struck a channel marker in Barnegat Bay and the kids were thrown overboard. Here's Eyewitness News reporter Crystal Cranmore.
According to court documents, 63-year-old Steven Schneider told police he consumed 3 beers in 2 hours the night he crashed his boat in Barnegat Bay, killing his 2 young grandchildren. The 9-year-old girl and 7-year-old boy were thrown from Schneider's Tidewater Custom 280 when it hit an intercoastal waterway channel marker around 9 p.m. July 19th. Court papers indicate the children were both wearing life jackets and seated in the front of the boat. Schneider allegedly told police he was going about 20 miles per hour when he saw the day marker at the last second. Schneider says his grandchildren and their parents took their own boat to MJ's Restaurant Bar and Grill in Bayville, where they all had dinner, but the children were planning to head back with their grandparents before they crashed. Schneider is charged with 2 counts of reckless vessel homicide, operating a vessel under the influence, and reckless operation of a vessel. He's due in court tomorrow at 9 a.m. Crystal Cranmore, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
How about that? So apparently, from what I understand, the court did happen this morning, and he was bailed out. Now, the interesting thing about this story is his son, the father of the girls that got killed on the boat, is defending his father, saying how he's such a good man and he's always there and he cares for the family. Excuse me, I've got a cough. Sounds like I got a little bit of Dave Osterberg cough going on there for some reason. So apparently, yeah, his son is defending him to the courts and saying that he's a good man. He's always there for the family. I guess I don't know how far that will go with the court, if that will hold any weight in the decision-making process when he is tried and convicted. But that's the interesting part of the story. And don't they always say that every time you see somebody on like a show like Cops, or you see live PD and they're pulling somebody over who's drunk driving, or if you see a video of a drunk driver being pulled over, isn't that what they always say? Hey, the officer says, you've been drinking today? I had 2 beers. And, they've got drool coming out of their mouth and they can't barely formulate a sentence to save their lives because they've probably consumed an entire 5th of vodka before they got behind the wheel of the car. And their answer is always, without exception, yeah, I had a couple beers, maybe 2. You're not fooling anybody, all right? You're going to get busted, asshole. You are absolutely going to get busted. The cop he does this for a living. He knows that you're drunk. I know you're drunk. I can smell the alcohol on your breath, and I'm over here in Palm Harbor, and you're getting arrested in Ohio. And that's how strong the alcohol is on your breath. I can smell it across the country, you dumb fuck. Oh, like I say, we can't go one day without Donnie T News.
Welcome to the shit show. Every single day, a new flavor of fuckery, 'cause everybody's such.
Welcome to What It Do with Donnie T, where the nation pauses to see if anything got done today, or if the presidency is just a full-time job posting on Truth Social all day and all night once again. Let's check it out and see. Now, the crazy thing about this is, the country is basically in turmoil right now. Gas prices are through the roof. Grocery prices are through the roof. You know what I mean? But according to Donnie T, our commander-in-chief, the leader of the free world, he says that everything is great. The economy is perfect. We're the hottest thing going out there. We're the hottest country. I don't really know what that means, the hottest country. I don't think there's a top 10 list. I don't think Rolling Stone magazine puts out the top 10 hottest country lists on a monthly basis. I don't even know if Rolling Stone's still around anymore, to be honest with you. They probably have an online edition, but they probably still don't do it there either. And so according to Donnie T, he says that we are doing perfectly fine. And it's okay to pay a few dollars extra for a gallon of gas to prevent Iran from having a nuclear weapon. All right, it is what it is. So we all know as the public that the country could be doing a little bit better than it is right now, despite the rhetoric and the crap that we hear coming from the White House. But at the end of the day, we're the ones that are paying the ultimate price for it, and we know better. So, but nonetheless, that has nothing to do with this story or this clip that I'm about to show you, but yet it has everything to do with the clip and the story that I'm about to show you. Because while we are spending and working and earning so that we can spend some more and spend some more, Donnie T is renovating the White House, and he's shown the reporters about how much money and how much work is going into these, well, according to him, necessary renovations at the White House. But, according to me, I don't know if that's necessarily an option at this point. But again, that's why I don't run for public office.
And the helipad, I think you'll be very excited to see. It's really something very, very special. Come on over here. This is a path leading with the same exact granite, very strong granite. You'll never see a crack in this granite. It's a very strong stone. It will never break. It will never leak. It will never do anything. This is the highest quality stone you can get. And especially for something like this, it's rated 1 million year plus. That means it has 1 million year life. Can you imagine that? It's 35,000 pounds per square inch. If you look at hard concrete is 5,000 pounds. This is 35,000. So nature is stronger than what the human can produce. It's really pretty amazing. Again, this was all black asphalt that was in terrible shape. And asphalt only lasts for a season. It doesn't last very long, especially when it gets this kind of use. And so it would have literally potholes and cracks all over it. Not appropriate for the White House. Oh, that's great, yeah, wow. This is going to look incredible from the air and from every place else. And again, this is going to be used for a lot of different celebrations, a lot of different big meetings where, as an example, President Xi is coming in a little while, a couple of weeks. It's very exciting, very exciting. And I think it'll be here for a long time. This will be here long after we're gone. No matter what happens with the world, this is not moving. This will take any kind of shot.
Hopefully that granite is stronger than the paint that was used in the reflecting pool, because we heard that story once before. You can't even cut this with you can't cut it with a knife. If you try to cut it, you'll break the blade of your knife. It's so strong. You can't cut it with a knife. Now we've got the strongest granite in the world. So we had the strongest paint in the world before, and we saw how that unfolded. And now we have the strongest granite in the world. I got to tell you, man, it's a fortress. It is an absolute Washington, D.C. It's the safest city in the country right now. He cleaned it up, and he's beautifying it and making it great once again. Hats off to you, Donnie T, for the great job you're doing up there in Washington. And we appreciate all of your hard work and dedication to the American people. You heard it here first, folks, on your Daily Dose on the Guerrilla Radio Network. Listen, my friends out there in the internet world, it has been a great morning with you once again, indeed. And I am looking forward to doing this with you once again tomorrow for our Friday, Scumbag Friday edition of your Daily Dose right here on the Guerrilla Radio Network. Listen, guys, W Energy, go there, use promo code Guerrilla Radio at checkout for 10% off. I will personally give that to you. Then you can follow us on all socials. Facebook, Guerrilla Radio Network, Instagram, Guerrilla Radio 47, or you can like, subscribe, and follow us on the YouTube machine at OG Guerrilla Radio. I am your humble host. I have been your tour guide for the last 22 minutes. I'm signing off for the day, and I look forward to doing this with you again tomorrow, my friends. Another day, another dollar, another daily dose. See ya, bitches.
Super fly, but me, I'm super duper, and I'm super duper fly. I be the great at this, I know you waited this, and I wanted this to be elaborate and so strenuous.